in Minneapolis. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So net gain of 1. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 22 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because everyone on the scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defense.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Fulton. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 87 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Meanwhile, Goff's thrown into the hands of Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, put it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Goff on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to put the ball on the man in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down now. Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They needed to do to get the job weaknesses that they're looking to correct.
Buying time to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-0 lead.
You know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. I mean, they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins gets away to Cook. Into Lion territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell me before every game, the team making a few mistakes will win. But they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down conversion. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it nearly 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd to his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, gotta give it to your back. Let him pick up the first thing. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, and they go with Swift again. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Rolling to his left. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This will get to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Off on the move to his left. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Out to the left. 30 there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second and inches, Goff. Being chased left.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Swift. They worked this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Steps away.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Play action. It's Goff. Rolling to his left. And that was off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
To throw once more on second and 10. Goff. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So all even at 7 now as they get away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked. Try and find one of those one of your better players and maybe try something big and get things done in the excitement area.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Getting very short. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. And Thielen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and it's polished off by a Viking score. inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On the move to his left. Well, this one taken in by Cephas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On first down, it's gone. Out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff eluding the pressure right. They throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now a first down throw. Gone. Steps away. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He's got his man. It's caught now. Rashad Perriman as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for their first to their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first and 10, Cousins. Looking long for Westbrook. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now Goff. Steps away to his left.
That hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that flag.
On the handoff, this is Swift. Tackle made by Eric Evans. Now they struggled to get him rolling around in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second and 11 now. Goff rolling to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's the handoff to Swift. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
What do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Flush to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running is Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal. Goff gets to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. it goes. Nuwanu now from his end zone. And he'll get this just out past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Not great field position.
When you tack on the penalty, but that field position after the return wasn't terrific. That's a big field position as well.
Thing.
Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
It's going to get him to 2nd and 4. Again with Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down. Good running gets him to the 44.
And that's right, Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing, 57 yards. That's now back-to-back with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is
territory. 7 yards there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now we give Madison. And he'll go down for the third quarter of action. Still going to get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Third down, Dalvin Cook. He was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4 yards. Seems pretty obvious to stop the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on. Take a look. They've done that successfully.
At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, okay, playing defense, you get there. Don't do that when you need a little bit more. Take the decision out of the hands of the official.
A yard, maybe to their 30-yard line.
I like the design we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From here to the inside the 20.
Another catch for a drive, and it's utilized by the backfield again. They pick up a down. So now on defense, you assign him to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
One thing I was a cat growing up, I feel like you never anticipate the start of a race out of that backer. He figured it out, jumped the count, and he did a really nice play for his
Swing this one, running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. check on him next when we get back. What's going on? Here we go. They're going to go for it now. Just never having it down. And the Angels will take it.
Because they're still a long way away from kneel down. You got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Second and 10. It's the tight end, Hawkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit it. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe the third corner who's a bigger guy, and put him on man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this one across the 50-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Try to run some block here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defense. Another stop. 1:50 left. There's all probability another run here on 2nd and 8. Final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going out of throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there.
Job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often miss time that way because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic because I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed perfectly.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So Cousins and the Vikings down 21-14. A minute 35 to go. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And he can't get the throw away. He's taken down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Cousins. High as it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
High throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown. But this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. What's it fly for Thielen? It's incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati